When I started my Olympic journey specifically, I had to learn how to train. Can you imagine that? At 5 years old, I've been doing karate all the way up to 20-something years old, and I'm now learning how to train at 20-something years old. And in doing so, I learned discipline all over again. And that entailed not making excuses as to why I can't come to training, because it was no longer leisure. It was a profession I was about to journey into. Hello everyone, my name is Chennise Charles. I am from Trinidad and Tobago. I live in Carnage and I do the sport karate. When I was 5 years old, I was first introduced to sport by my father. I had two older sisters at that time, and he really wanted us to just be very disciplined and well-mannered, as he had a history of doing karate himself. At a young age, I've always tried to show up as myself, no matter what room I was in, and I think that has opened doors for me it has humbled me. I think the second thing would be resilience, of course. All athletes would say resilience, because not giving up is a huge part of the journey, a huge part of the journey. A unique quality about me that makes me stand out from the rest. I would have to say maybe I don't take things that seriously. Even at the highest level of my sport, I think, to be honest, that's why I was able to make and network so well internationally, because my personality is one that is welcoming. Apparently I'm easy to talk to, and I have that Caribbean personality where I just make a class fun. Sport really started to impact, at least I started to see the impact when I was around 13 or so. That would be around the time when my parents were getting a divorce. And during that time, as you know, we as youth were looking for distractions, whether negative or positive. So I was fortunate enough to have my sport as my positive distraction. So during my sort of family turmoil, I turned to karate thanks to my coach at that time. I didn't turn to all those negative distractions, whether it be bad friends, boys, these different things. I had a strict routine: school, karate, sleep, repeat. It also positively impacted me, of course, by the obvious. I've traveled to over 50 countries and I'm not yet 30. I've met, of course, different cultures from living in France and Ukraine, and I still have those networks and those friends who are actually going to come next year to be with me to experience Trinidad and Tobago. That in itself is unique and a beautiful experience that travel offers and that sport offers. When I was really vying for that Olympic spot, I was a Republic Bank brand ambassador, and that allowed me to really see a different side to sport and to my role as an athlete in society. I was able to reach out to youth and to realize that my passion is really in giving back to youth, whether it be teaching, doing programs for them, spending time with them, just talking to them. That's one of the most beautiful parts of my journey, to be honest. I value it, and it's something that I will continue to do, as long as I'm alive. Being involved in physical activity and sport at a young age, of course, there are its benefits. It's a natural way of life for me. If I'm not exercising, I'm not myself. And as you get older, I feel like as you get older is really when you see the benefits of that. So it's something that I hold dear to my heart. I still love working out, and it's a passion for me. It has benefited me emotionally as well, of course. It has broken me down emotionally to build me back up, and I think that in itself is something to value. Anybody who is vying to be the number one in anything, whether it be sport, your academics, your arts, anything that you're doing, a job, you are going to break down emotionally, and that is one of the most important parts of the journey, I believe, is getting through those emotional hurdles. Now, as a woman, of course, it's a little more challenging, of course, just by nature. And I think that women who persevere in sport, we're top-tier women, because it's not easy. It's really, really not easy. When I started training at elite level, or really I should say high performance level, which is training to train, I wasn't really aware of mental health, to be honest. Sport taught me about mental health. What was mental health? So when I enrolled at the EDPU at Sport Company, I had a sports psychologist and so forth, and that is when I really started to change my mindset and my perspective on basically everything. I built confidence through building myself up mentally with my coaches, and that has allowed me to be really resilient. That mental toughness is really what has helped me to be consistent as well. Of course, many times you want to give up and you're tired, you're exhausted mentally, you're away from home in the cold, from everybody, you don't know where, you have no local faces. It's the mind that gets you through that, not the body. My goals for the next 5 years, oh wow, we're looking into the future here. I have a few. So I've recently opened my own karate school, the Chennise Charles Karate Academy. I have a lot of intention for that. I want to develop my sport in Trinidad and Tobago, or help to develop it in Trinidad and Tobago, in the Caribbean region, as well as in the Pan American region, by using, of course, all the networks and the alliances I've made over the years that, you know, the youth coming up may not have the opportunity to do. Another goal would be I would like to compete at the CSC Games again and the Pan American Games. I'm not yet done with sports. I think I will always do karate, whether it be for leisure or competition, but karate is no longer in the Olympic Games. So my goals have sort of switched from karate being my life perspective to now me taking it everywhere with me. The advice I would give to women and girls who aspire to be in sports, before I speak to the women and the girls in sport, I will first have to speak to parents, because it starts with them. I would personally like to encourage parents to remove the stigma from their mind that sport and academics don't work. We're in 2022 and this conversation is still a conversation that's needed to be had. Of course, research shows the benefits of a child who is inactive and is doing academics, as opposed to the one who is physically active in sport and is balancing it with academics. So I would like to encourage all parents to please balance sport in their children's lives, as long as you have that influence over them. Now, for the women and girls in sport, I would say to you to stay your own course. You know, when I was younger, a lot of people always told me, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. But as a young woman who journeyed through sports and who has overcame a lot of hurdles, for me personally, I think that you only begin to believe in yourself through your hard work, through your journey, through your process. So do work that you will feel inspired by, eat so that you feel good, and that you can be inspired by that, so that when it comes down to it on competition day, or not even competition day, about feeling good or feeling healthy, you are doing it because you want to, you are doing it because you feel good when you're doing it, and you're doing it because there's passion and interest there. I think once you lead your life with those three things, belief in yourself will come, and in moments where it really matters, I think you will relate to what I'm saying. Hi guys, my name is Chennise Charles and this is Pink Rain.